Did you know that Steph Curry won the award for Teammate of the Year?
Voted by NBA players. Selfless play, on and off the court leadership as a mentor and role model to other NBA players. Lou would be a good choice too. Commitment and dedication to the team. All right.
Congratulations, Steph.
There you go, Steph.
Moments like that are small, but they tell you something important. Steph is not just a superstar performing on a stage, he is present, he is human, and he is deeply connected to the people around him. And it's such character that gives us moments like this.
Let go.
And full government.
So how do teammates describe what it's like sharing the court with him? Well, let's begin with his lifelong teammate, Draymond Green.
When you have a leader like Steph Curry, that you can always rally around, that you know he's going to be there, giving everything he got, and also one of the greatest players we've ever seen.
When Draymond Green talks about Steph Curry, he does not describe a loud leader or someone who demands control of everything. He talks about someone the entire team can rally around because they trust what he brings every single night. That trust is built on consistency, not words. And over time, that becomes the foundation of the entire organization and keeps the team grounded. What makes this even more unique is that Steph never forces this leadership onto anyone. He allows things to develop naturally, and that is exactly what Klay Thompson describes when he talks about how their bond was built.
We really didn't get to know each other till about our third year in the league. We're both very quiet, and I think this trip with USA Basketball to Spain, we played a lot of golf, we drank some sangria in Barcelona, and I think he'll say the same, but that summer of 2014 kind of glued us together, and we just became good friends after that, and there's a lot of things we do on the court that just seems to be in sync with each other, and we don't even think about it. It's just like second nature.
Their connection did not come from being pushed together as stars. It came naturally. And while most leaders try to control the room, Steph Curry stabilizes it. Now, here's Brandon Podziemski talking about the natural fruits of what Curry represents as a teammate.
It makes sense, the results he gets back from all the stuff he puts into it. Really great person, teammate, father, husband, you name it, he does at his top level. And so just see what he does on a daily basis and the rewards he's reaping from it, everything just kind of makes sense.
Brandon Podziemski knows that when you are around a player like Steph, you cannot separate the work from the outcome. You see the routine, you see the preparation, and then you see the results show up exactly the way they're supposed to. There is no mystery to it. Draymond Green took that further when he said this.
Yes, watching what he was going through was tough because you knew all he wanted was to be out there. He's coming in every single day, putting the work in, and for a nice amount of time not getting the results, and most people would quit, but that's never who he's been. And that's why this organization has been able to go from being the worst to first. Because when you have a guy like that the only thing that matters is the next day, not the next year, not just the next day, everyone else fall in line.
That is the part that most people never see. It is easy to admire the shooting and the highlights, but it is much harder to match the discipline required. And Jimmy Butler spoke on this here.
When you teach them something, like everybody else on this roster, they're like, I want to be the best, I want to be the best. So you taught him, he made a couple mistakes, and then you could see the wheels were turning. He was like, and then it was a wrap for everybody.
Jimmy Butler highlights another layer that makes this even more difficult to keep up with. Steph does not just work hard, he learns fast. The moment he understands something, he closes the gap immediately and turns it into an advantage. By the way, are you aware that there's advantage to joining our YouTube community? We've got more than just NBA videos for you. So don't just watch, be a part of it. Join our membership today and get early access to videos and level up with discounted merch. This is the level that Curry sets, therefore playing with him raises the standard you're expected to meet every single day. Next, we have Gary Payton II explaining what it is like sharing the court with Steph Curry.
When Steph gets on one of those flurries like he did in the third quarter, how much easier is it for you guys? How much does it open up you guys' game?
Easy, give him the ball, let him work. If he wants a screen, he'll point at you, come set it, get out the way. Simple.
This simplicity is only possible because of the amount of hard work he's put into his game. But Kevin Durant reveals the part that makes it more complicated than that.
He give this up. That don't mean he gonna stand. He gonna run around somewhere try to get open. So I felt like I was the only one on the court that knew what he was thinking. You know what I'm saying? On the offensive side of the ball. So it's like we didn't have to say much, but I kind of knew. You know what I'm saying? That's what all those years playing together and watching film together and figuring shit out is like. That was cool to feel again.
Here, Durant describes a connection that only comes after years of playing together, where you start to recognize what Steph is about to do before he even does it. And when Curry's teammates click with him like that, it creates what Coach Steve Kerr calls organized chaos.
That organized chaos that he creates, it's a great thing for our team. But there's only one player that can do that, and he wears number 30.
We saw that in his return from injury against the Clippers during the play-in. And of course, his teammates had a lot to say about Steph Curry's exploits in that game. Here's Al Horford.
Man, that was great. You know, you don't like to be on those other sides when he does what he does. But just, just as clutch as a player as you can find, really embraces this moment. I know he puts that fear on opposing teams. That's just the reality.
Besides the praise, Al Horford describes something every player in the league understands the moment they face Steph Curry. When the game is on the line, there is a different level of confidence around him. It is not forced and it is not loud, but everyone on the court feels it. Earlier, Horford made it known that he's happy he doesn't have to deal with the pressure of being an opponent to Curry again.
I'm excited just to be able to be on the floor with him and not have to chase him around and try to contest him and all that. So the fact that we're on the same side, it's something that it's special for me.
Steph Curry does not just dominate games. He creates an environment where confidence, trust, and rhythm come naturally. That is why, when the biggest moments arrive, nobody hesitates. But beyond that, when all the hard work finally pays, his teammates are happy to have the opportunity to show their appreciation of him. And who better to show that appreciation than his brother, Seth Curry?
And I don't know what to say about Draymond.
I got some ice for you.
What's this?
From your brother, the Playmaker chain.
Oh.
What do you think?
Steph Curry's teammates do not describe him the way analysts do. They do not focus on numbers or accolades. They talk about how he makes them feel on the court and how he changes the way they play the game. They describe a leader who builds trust without demanding it, a superstar who creates chaos without losing control, and a competitor whose work ethic sets the standard for everyone around him. That is why playing with Steph is different. It is not just about sharing the floor with greatness. It is about adapting to a player who quietly raises the level of everything around him. The simple truth that all these teammates are describing is that playing with Steph Curry does not just make the game easier, it makes you better. But if you want more Steph Curry content, then watch what NBA players were saying about Steph Curry's first Olympics next.